This is Disney Entertainment News Today. I'm Rob Whiteside, and here now are the top Disney entertainment stories for Tuesday, December 20th, 2022. Last week, Avatar: The Way of Water opened worldwide in theaters, and although it had a respectable showing at the box office, taking in roughly $134 million in domestic markets, Disney had forecasted a $135 to $150 million opening weekend. Disney stock has tumbled over $4 in Monday's trading, and some are blaming this disappointing results from the highly anticipated sequel to Avatar. Yesterday morning on CNBC's Squawk Box, Tom Rogers, executive chairman of Engine Media, said, quote, "While this was a stunning film, I think a 2-year-old with scissors would have edited this down significantly. The film clocks in at 3 hours and 12 minutes. The host asked if this was a good move to add 3 more sequels. He then followed it up by saying, 'I'm not going to do it.' Rogers said he thought the film was, quote, stunning and that it will do fine for them because there is so little holiday competition for a family movie. He added that the film is in China, which is very rare for an American film these days, but he said this has to be a teachable moment for Bob Iger. He said that although Avatar: The Way of Water was visually beautiful, it had a thin plot. Quote, "I would think that Iger, regardless of the Disney hype externally, is going to be saying that this is not the kind of money that they should be spending." He said that he thinks Iger should say that Disney should stand for a different quality of storytelling. Rogers went on to say that ultimately the real test for the sequel will be how it works for the parks and what this does for Disney Plus and selling merchandise. Interestingly, Rogers says that the Fox deal, which Iger also made, is looked upon as not one of the good deals. He said that even though Disney way overpaid for Fox, Avatar was looked at as the on-brand element of the deal, and in spite of its initial underperforming at the box office, receiving 78% critic rating and a whopping 94% audience score, Avatar: The Way of Water delivered James Cameron his first $100 million opening weekend as a director. Quote, "The problem is nobody wants to go to the cinema because they've been told that COVID is extremely dangerous," says Tony Chambers, Disney Global Head of Theatrical Distribution. "Although cinemas are open, the appetite for going to them isn't really there." Yahoo Finance reports that the Avatar sequel carried a reported production budget of $250 million plus, which Cameron noted makes it the worst business case in a movie history, and will have to be the 3rd or 4th highest grossing film just to break even. Currently, there are plans for 3 additional sequels to be released at 2-year intervals until 2028. The 2009 film Avatar was a blockbuster hit, earning $77 million in its opening weekend and eventually becoming the highest-grossing film of all time with a global earning of $2.9 billion. Guests are invited to celebrate Disney's 100 Years of Wonder this New Year's Day with a marathon of Disney animated classics back on the big screen for one day only in select AMC theaters. AMC Theaters has announced that on Sunday, January 1st, 2023, moviegoers will be able to travel back through Disney history with select showings of The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, and Frozen. Those who attend the movie marathon, scheduled to last 6 hours and 40 minutes at select AMC Theaters nationwide, will receive a premium collectible poster. The movie marathon will be showing at AMC's Disney Springs Theater on New Year's Day, beginning at noon. For locations or to purchase advance tickets for the New Year's Day Disney 100 Years of Wonder Marathon, head to AMC's event landing page at amctheaters.com. To mark the 100th anniversary of the Walt Disney Company, Disney's 100 Years of Wonder celebration will kick off during Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve with Ryan Seacrest and is expected to bring never-before-seen merchandise, entertainment, character meet and greets, and a number of new nighttime spectaculars across Disney parks worldwide throughout 2023. Hollywood film studios, including the Walt Disney Company, are no strangers to reboots. The studio has been producing a string of sequels as well as a number of live-action films based on popular animated features, including Beauty and the Beast and the upcoming Little Mermaid. Well, it looks like Disney is finally looking to reboot the Witch Mountain franchise. It is being reported that Disney Plus has ordered a pilot for Witch Mountain, a new version of the film series. The cast will include Bryce Dallas Howard from Jurassic World, Isabel Gravett from The Watcher, and Levi Miller from Streamline. Bianca B. Norwood and Jackson Kelly have also been cast as series regulars in the pilot for Witch Mountain. Norwood is known for her work on the series We Crashed, while Kelly has appeared in the show Straight Man. The pilot is expected to be a modern retelling of the popular Disney franchise. The series follows two teenagers who discover they have strange abilities and come to realize that their suburban neighborhood is not what it appears to be. Deadline states that, quote, Gravitz Tia is a straight-A student who's regarded by her classmates as perfect, although she regards herself as flawed. She's terrified of failure and is plagued by nightmares and fears that her late father's schizophrenia is starting to exhibit itself in her. Tia has hallucinations in which people around her step outside their living bodies and voice their deepest, darkest fears and desires and rages. Miller plays Ben, a troubled teen who makes ends meet by writing papers for other students, and he's got a hot temper, and if he slugs another student, he'll be expelled. Ben is best friends with Corey, his co-worker at the diner. He's recently made a troubling discovery about himself. He can force others in his vicinity to move according to his will, and there's something drawing him inexplicably in the direction of Tia. Howard stars as Audrey, Tia's devoted and loving mother. Her husband died from a mental illness, and she tries to reassure a fretful Tia that she shows no sign of following her father's dark spiral. A warm mama bear type, but like every town, not everything is as it seems. Norwood portrays Corey, Ben's closest friend, and outsiders with tattoos. Corey is a very mature teen who comes across as older than they are. They are one step away from expulsion and put more care into looking like a My Chemical Romance song that became an anime fan. Corey works at the local diner alongside Ben and is in his circle of trust, but doesn't appreciate it when he tries to act as their protector. Kelly is Peter, Tia's closest male friend. Peter is lovesick on the subject of Tia, but she's unaware of his charms and equally unaware of his devotion. But when Tia expresses her concerns about the seemingly impossible happenings around them, she learns that Peter's observant, cautious nature might be an asset in figuring out the mystery around them. According to Variety, Travis Fickett and Terry Matalis co-wrote the pilot for Witch Mountain and are serving as executive producers on the project. Augustine Frizzle will also serve as an executive producer and will direct the pilot. John Fox, John Davis of Davis Entertainment, and Gary Marsh all will also executive produce the series, which is being produced by ABC Signature and Disney-branded television. Witch Mountain marks the latest collaboration between Disney and Bryce Dallas Howard, who has previously directed episodes of Disney Plus's The Mandalorian and The Book of Boba Fett, and starred in Disney films such as the live-action Pete's Dragon. Howard is also attached to a reboot of Flight of the Navigator for Disney Plus, which would be her first time directing a scripted feature film. The first Witch Mountain film was Escape to Witch Mountain in 1975 and was released in theaters. The film starred Eddie Albert, Ray Milland, Donald Pleasance, Kim Richards, and Ike Eisenman. A 1978 sequel, Return to Witch Mountain, saw the return of Kim and Ike, and also starred Bette Davis and Christopher Lee. Beyond Witch Mountain in 1982 was a made-for-television movie with Eddie Albert returning, but not Richards or Eisenman, and a 1995 reboot of Escape to Witch Mountain saw Elizabeth Moss and Robert Vaughn starring in this ABC television release. The last theatrical release was in 2009 with Race to Witch Mountain starring Dwayne Johnson, Carla Gugino, and Tom Everett Scott. Don't forget to check out our interview with Ike Eisenman from the original movie right here on WDWNT TV. We interviewed him for Deep in the Plus, and it was amazing to talk to him. Holiday weekends are when movie studios release their blockbuster hits. This past Thanksgiving, Disney had its nationwide theatrical release for Strange World. It wasn't the blockbuster hit that Disney thought. In fact, depending on which review you read, it was described as anything from a flop to a bomb. But now Disney has announced that on December 23rd, the film will be making its streaming debut on Disney+. It was expected that the animated feature would not hit the streaming service until 2023. However, given its performance at the box office, it appears Disney may have pushed the release date to Disney Plus sooner than expected. Quote, while the film was first released in November of 2022, based on what Disney has done in the past, they will let the movie finish its run in theaters and then add it to their streaming library, reported We Got This Covered last week. This timeline puts the addition of the movie at some point within the first 3 months of 2023. Are you going to watch Strange World on Disney Plus? Let us know in the comments below. Merry Christmas to all, and to all another season of Tim Allen. That's right, the Santa Clauses sequel series to the Santa Claus trilogy on Disney Plus has officially been renewed for a second season. The series stars Tim Allen and Elizabeth Mitchell, reprising their roles as Santa, Scott Calvin, and Mrs. Claus, Carol, respectively. This season, now that Scott has been Santa Claus for nearly 30 years, his Santa magic is weakening as Santa's popularity shrinks, causing him to struggle in both his work and family lives. Then he discovers there's a way to retire from his post, so he focuses on finding a better successor. Quote, "This franchise has had a lasting impact on so many families, truly becoming part of their annual holiday traditions," said A.O. Davis, president of Disney Branded Television. "Bringing it back as a series has been a true gift, and I'm grateful to our producing partners at 20th Century and, of course, Tim Allen and team that we have yet another reason to celebrate this holiday season." A premiere date for Season 2 has not been set, but it seems likely to come around the 2023 or 2024 holiday season. Finally, the Walt Disney Company has unveiled a 30-second teaser showcasing a selection of the upcoming shows set to be released on Disney Plus starting in January 2023. The lineup features a mix of new originals, movies, and TV series. The streaming service offers a variety of content from Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, National Geographic, and more, in addition to exclusive Disney Plus originals. One of the previously announced movies and TV shows set to be released on Disney Plus is Peter Pan and Wendy, a live-action film from director David Lowery and written by Lowery and Toby Howbrooks. The film is produced by Walt Disney Pictures and serves as an adaptation of the 1954 animated film Peter Pan, which was based on J.M. Barrie's 1904 play Peter Pan or the Boy Who Wouldn't Grow Up. Alexander Milani stars as Peter, with Ever Anderson as Wendy, and Jim Gaffigan, Alan Tudyk, Molly Parker, and Jude Law in supporting roles. The film is produced by Jim Whittaker and Joe Roth. Other snippets included The Return of the Mandalorian, Star Wars The Bad Batch, Loki, the streaming premiere of Wakanda Forever, and many more. For a full list of everything coming to Disney Plus in January, hit up our website at WDWNT.com. And for the absolute latest in Disney entertainment news, head on over to WDWNT.com and follow us on all of your favorite social media platforms. If you're enjoying this show, and as always, we hope you are, please be sure to subscribe to WDWNT TV on YouTube for more great content and click the bell for notifications. Also hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. And if you enjoy Disney movies and TV shows, do not forget to join us for our weekly review show, Deep in the Plus. We do that show live every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, and you can find other episodes available right now on demand on WDWNT TV. For the worldwide leader in Disney parks news and entertainment, this is Rob Whiteside saying don't have a good day, have a great day, and an amazing holiday. We'll see you next time.